This is the Lincoln School in Brookline, Massachusetts.
Today we're going to work with pattern blocks.
Teacher Rose Christensen begins the first geometry lesson of the year with her second grade class. Today, students will make designs using pattern blocks and learn the names of shapes.
Well, this is really the first lesson on geometry that we have had this year. And it's more of an exploratory lesson at this point.
The class now breaks up into pairs and explores pattern blocks for 10 minutes.
I grouped them in teams of 2 because of the activities and the nature of the materials. I thought that it would be easier for them to work and be more productive if they were just working in teams of 2.
You need all different kinds of shapes because this one isn't even exactly.
Are you trying to make a kind of a closed design that Oh, I see.
After every neat thing we do, we add triangles.
So that's the most important piece that you have in your design? I wanted them to have a chance to just play with it, to get used to the material, and just see what they can do with it. Because if I go right into the lesson that I wanted them to do, they will play anyway.
It's like holding a stick here.
It's holding a stick.
And here's like his mask.
Yes, a mask. Okay.
After the exploration, the children gather around Miss Christensen for an activity.
Listen to the rules of my game, okay? What we're going to do is I'm going to ask you to put your hand in here and feel one piece and hold onto that piece. While you're holding it and feeling it inside, try to describe what you feel. But don't tell what the name of the piece if you know it. We'll see if other people can guess your piece. Okay? Who would like to volunteer and put their hand in here? Okay. David. I was hoping that they will be able to say what the characteristics are, properties of the shapes. As we will go along in these lessons, we will continue to discover what makes a square, a rectangle, or a hexagon,
It seems sort of squarish, rectangle-ish.
Okay, can you tell us how many sides it has?
I know what it is. 4.
4 sides.
Oh.
And can you feel how many corners it might have?
4.
4 corners? Okay. Who can draw a picture of that
I have a good
piece?
idea what it is.
I handed out slates for children to draw what was being described to see if they can visualize what was being said in words. Now, David, do you know the name of the piece?
I think.
What is it?
Square.
Bring it out.
I know what it is.
Ah, good job. Okay, good job. Is that right, Sam? Is that what you have? Yeah? Okay. This is a hexagon. It has 6 corners and 6 sides. I gave them some of the new names because this being their first time to play with these materials, I thought that they should know the names of it, to refer to it in their real names. We call this a rhombus. Can you say rhombus? Rhombus. Okay. For children, it comes naturally because they don't know the name of it. So if you give them the right name the first time, they will remember it. Do you know the name of this piece, Gordon? No. You don't know the name of this piece. Who knows the name of this piece? Oh. Monica, do you know?
It's this right here.
Semicircle?
It's this right here.
Okay, let's put it out.
See, it's
Okay.
that. I told
Okay,
ya.
it's this. Okay.
I
Now.
told you.
Oh, he called it a hexagon. It's called trapezoid.
Ms. Christensen now asks the students to discover relationships among the various shapes.
Did you discover anything about the different sizes?
I did.
What did you discover, Gordon?
That if you take 2 of these,
It takes 2 of this to make a hexagon? Okay, good discovery. Gordon found that it takes 2 of the trapezoids to cover a hexagon. Okay? Okay, Christian discovered something too.
2 of the green ones
Uh-huh.
Like one of the blue ones.
Oh, did anybody discover that too?
No.
Two of the green ones will fit in one of the blue rhombus. Tell us your discovery, Ian.
When you make a hexagon with the diamonds, it turns into 1/3, which is 3 equal parts.
Okay, which part is 1/3? Show us 1/3. Okay, there are 3 equal parts, and which one is 1/3? That one? Mm-hmm. Why do we say it's 1/3? Can anybody make a guess as to why we call this piece 1/3? Ian, you have a guess?
One piece split into 3 even pieces.
Very good. Wow, that is a new discovery.
Miss Christensen presents the teams with a challenge.
I'm going to ask you to find or discover as many different ways that you can to cover a hexagon with other pieces. And I want you to save your discoveries on this slate. So now, I want you to go with your partner and find as many different ways as you can to cover this hexagon.
Can we do this?
Go with your partner now. Go where you were working before.
Like this?
Any combination that makes a hexagon. Okay?
I'm just figuring some more. You have to work with me.
Okay, you can find other ones. Try square. Yeah. You can use different colors and different shapes.
Oh.
Okay, great. Fine, let's just go keep going. There's a lot of them, I think. I gave them the math challenge of covering a hexagon because that problem to me is interesting in the sense that there are many ways that they can do it, that they can discover it. And while they're doing it, they're also discovering the relationships of the different sizes of the pieces. And it's a fun activity for them too. Christine, you ready? Okay, let us share your discoveries and see what we have. Before we do though, let us set up some rules. Can we consider this as one of the ways?
Yes. Yes.
Yes? Okay, so can I just put that there? Okay, now, let's, give me one way that you found. Kia.
Well, we found out that it takes 2 blues and 2 greens to make.
2 blues and 2 greens. Okay. Who has another way? David.
I discovered that if you have 2 blues and 2 greens, it makes 1 hexagon.
Okay, 2 blues, another 2 blues and 1 green.
And also,
How did you do that? Is it like this? Okay.
yeah, and like a bow. I just
Okay, who has another discovery? Raphael?
1 diamond,
Okay.
1 triangle,
1 triangle. Okay.
and 1 trapezoid.
And 1
trapezoid.
Okay. 1 diamond,
Willie.
1 trapezoid, and 1 triangle. Okay. Who has another one? Willie? What is it?
We have 2 of the trapezoids.
2 trapezoids. Okay. What else do you have that I don't have?
6 triangles.
6 triangles. Today, one of the children brought up the idea of fractions. Which one is 1/6? You need to show it to us.
The 6 triangles.
She felt that she discovered fractions, and she shared it with the class. It was kind of a teaching moment. Show us 1/6. Very good. Can you see that, everyone? My challenge to you is, how do we know that you've gotten them all? How? What did you do?
Me and Kelly were doing was we were just like using all the blocks, trying to find a different way after we had it all learned, and we kept ending up with the same one or one that didn't equal up to a hexagon, and we kept trying and trying until it was over, and we couldn't find another hexagon after we were done with these 9.
Did anybody do it in some kind of organized way?
Yeah.
How? How
I
did you
did,
organize
like,
it?
If he did it, I would see if I did the same thing. Like Theo did this, and he did this, and I kind of reversed it, and then I looked at mine, and then I looked at the what he did. I was like, I can't do that because I kind of reversed it.
Oh, you made your own rule that you cannot do a reverse of it.
Yeah.
Christian, I heard you saying something earlier, how you organized the pieces to know that you've gotten them all. What did you do?
First, we put the big ones,
Listen
like
to this
big
one.
as this, or red ones. Then we put the small ones, like green ones.
And, okay, did you hear what Christian said? He organized them by starting with the bigger pieces first, and then went to the next smaller one. How did you do it, Christian? Please explain. And then mixed up big ones and little ones?
Yeah.
And how many did you discover, Christian?
9.
When you started with this activity, did you think you were going to come up with this many different combinations of pieces? No. You didn't think so? Maybe? Okay. Now, listen. What have we been doing with these blocks? Tell me what we were doing. What have we learned about these blocks? Yes.
We were making patterns and shapes with different ones to put together to make one shape and things like that.
Is there anything else? What else did we do with these blocks?
Well, we learned some of their names, some of the shapes' names.
Very good. We learned the names. Do you think you remember the names, Gordon?
Hexagon, not all of them.
Okay. I will continue to do geometry for the next few weeks. But even though we will be doing geometry, there will be a lot of number sense webbed into it. For example, the child who brought up the idea of thirds and sixths. And when we do symmetry, we will also be doing doubles. If they use so many pieces on one side, what will be the number of pieces when you double it? So it will be webbed into it, geometry and number sense together.
What is the role of free exploration in this lesson? What techniques were employed to engage students throughout the lesson? How can this lesson be extended to develop fraction concepts?